So the holiday update is officially here, and it's kind of like a holiday update slash V11 because for those of you Model 3 and Y owners, you now have a completely new UI. It is very much like the Plaid or Refresh Model S and X now have. Hopefully you guys like that kind of layout. I've already heard a lot of very strong opinions on Twitter, especially from people that are just not used to where things should be and where some things have now moved. Hopefully you get accustomed to it fairly quickly, but it is a completely new UI and I absolutely love the new UI. I've been driving the Plaid now since like August and the new UI and everything is completely different in a good way. There's different screens, different ways to access stuff, and I actually am a huge fan of it. Hopefully you are too. Definitely let me know down below if you've gotten it already, and if so, what you think about it. But I want to go over what this update actually includes. So I'm in the early access program here, and you can see I'm on FSD beta 10.8, and you can kind of see everything that's included. Again, this is a Model S Plaid, so yours might vary if it is a 3 or a Y. So keep that in mind a little bit, but a lot of this will kind of be very similar. So first thing up here, you have FSD Suspension, Autopilot improvement. So basically, FSD beta will be suspended if improper use is detected. Just pay attention and you're good. FSD beta 10.8 release notes here. So cut-in slowdowns. There's all kinds of stuff here. So if you want, you can kind of like pause this and see what you want to read here. FSD beta autopilot improvements, even more going on here. Cabin analytics. So the cabin camera will help Tesla to develop safer vehicles by sharing camera data from your vehicle. This update will allow you to enable the built-in camera above the rear view mirror. If enabled, Tesla will automatically capture images and short video clips just prior to a collision or safety event to help engineers develop safety features and enhancements. So there's going to be like, it's going to monitor your eyes and where you're looking and stuff like that. It does say down at the bottom here, I can't quite get it. It says cabin camera images and video clips will not be associated to your VIN to protect your privacy. So that's kind of nice. Next up, we have the light show. So it is a lot of fun. You can have your Tesla dance to choreograph light show, open your toy box, tap light show, and then follow the instructions. So that's your toy box right here. Slight difference playing around with Santa mode earlier. But here you can just go to light show. It is the first thing. And start the show, close the doors, and it will actually start. The cool thing though is you can actually customize this. I'll go ahead and put that as a link down below. Maybe we'll do that as a whole nother video someday. And next up we have the blind spot camera. This is actually something I've been wanting for years and years and years. You can automatically see a live camera view of your blind spot whenever you activate your turn signal. So I'll go ahead and activate a turn signal real quick. So that is my left turn signal. And that's my right one. And you can actually see I'm in my garage right now, but you can see the left and the right. I absolutely love that. Although I do kind of wish it would be on the instrument cluster in front of the wheel rather than just here, but it's okay. It is nice that it's at least here. Next up, you have edit waypoints. So this is something we played around with earlier. You can easily reorder or add multiple destinations to your route with updated arrival times, your battery, state of charge, anything. And to add it or edit the trip, use the navigation route and tap the more button on the turn list. So that is another huge improvement on waypoints. BoomBox Megaphone, project your voice with additional authority using the new megaphone function. Tap Toy Box, BoomBox Megaphone. Your car must be in park to use it, but if you go like this, and then you go boombox, you go megaphone, hello. So that's actually outside my car right now. Haha. Move. And then actually it shows music icons right here. Next up, we finally have a TikTok in the car. So you can now watch TikTok from your touchscreen. Again, it is your theater icon. And now, in addition to these, we now have TikTok. So let's go ahead and see how that looks. I'm actually very excited for this. Okay, so that's a funny one. I'm totally gonna probably get copywritten though. Because a lot of these are probably copyright. I think you can pause And you can sign up for, but I already have an account, so can I just log in? Okay, so I guess, oh, already have an account, log in. Oh, you can use the QR code. How awesome is that? So you can actually QR code this and log in with that, so you don't have to like type in your username and password. Love that. I'll have to go and do that later. I'll drop my TikTok down below if you want to see some other interesting TikToks. It's not all car related. It's dog stuff. It's a little bit of life. It's kind of a little bit of everything. So if you want to, you can go ahead and check that listed down below. And so after TikTok, we still have a ton of stuff. We now have Sonic the Hedgehog. So that's a cool game that you can now play. Multiplayer support for Battle of Polytopia. Another great thing. We now have Sudoku. I absolutely love Sudoku, so that'll be fun. To use comfort dampening suspension in Autopilot. So your vehicle will now automatically transition to comfort suspension dampening when Autopilot's engaged. You have some cold weather improvements. Now you can precondition the cabin from the Tesla app when your battery is at a low state of charge. So before you couldn't go too low, but now you can, I guess, go a little lower. You can now delete Dashcam clips directly from the touchscreen. Prior, you had to actually remove your thumb drive. So you don't have to do that anymore. You can hide your map details tapping the pin button on the map. So like, here's my pin. So that just hides names and such like that. And now we do have car wash mode. It will close all the windows, lock the charge port, and disable windshield wipers, sentry mode, walkaway door locks, etc. Great if you use a car wash. I hand wash my cars. I don't like these because they tend to scratch. So I stay and just wash my cars at home normally. And then we have some other things from 2021.44.6, which is like the rear screen. You can now adjust the cabin climate on that. Different driver profiles, more camera analytics, stuff like that. But all of this is stuff that my car got in the most recent update. Now, I will say, out of all this, I'm probably most excited for the blind spot camera. That is something I have wanted for a very, very long time. And really, I thought Tesla was going to come out with that a long time ago, but at least we now have it. The only thing, though, for Model S and X, if anyone at Tesla is listening, we would love it right here on the instrument cluster, if at all possible. Because Model S and X have that extra screen right here in the instrument cluster, rather than have to divert our look kind of towards the center screen, why don't we just look down a little bit and maybe have it on like the left side or the right side? I think that would be kind of nice. Logistically, that's not for me to decide. That's for all you engineers out there at Tesla. But I think that would be kind of nice. But again, that's just kind of like a little minor nitpick there. The BoomBox Megaphone, that's kind of fun. I could see maybe messing around with some friends while I'm waiting for them, going to pick someone up. I've done that with David a few times, so maybe I'll have to mess with him next time I'm waiting for him and I see him walking to the car. TikTok, super excited for that. Sonic the Hedgehog, need to play that. But overall, super excited. The light show, I'll have to do some other fun stuff because you can program your own light show. And I talked earlier about that. I'll go ahead and link down below. Somebody has put like a little repository of all the light shows that people have made and made public. So you can actually download that file, plug it in, and there's a bunch of cool songs there. I wish I could play a lot of those songs and everything for you guys here on YouTube, but unfortunately I can't because copyright laws. So I'll go ahead and post some of those on my TikTok. So definitely check that out. I'll list it down below and we can kind of have some fun and play some of those songs that we can't hear on YouTube over there on TikTok. And maybe I'll make my own light show or two. I think that could be really cool. There could be some fun stuff with that because you can modify so much. It's crazy. And the other big changes here, like I said, are for you 3 and Y owners. You now get this whole new UI. Hopefully you like it. It might take a little to get used to. Now, having come from the Model Y Performance, I sold that when I picked up my Plaid Model S. I can say I really enjoyed the new UI. Now, I know a lot of people have said, well, I can't swipe left or right to see my tire pressure or anything like that. But To get to your tire pressure, you hit your car icon and then you hit your service and it'll tell you your PSI. But to be honest, the only time I really look at that is if one of the tires automatically comes up as being low, which your car will tell you anyway. It's not something that most people, I think, will access regularly. Now, for your trips, you now have a trip tab, so there's that at least. But again, how often do you like really need to like look at all your trips and everything? I don't know. Go ahead and comment down below what you feel, especially all you 3 and Y owners, how you feel about the new V11 UI, and we can go ahead and talk about it down there. But overall, I'm extremely excited for this update. This is what I think makes Tesla different than any other car company. They continually improve their cars. Although when I say that, there are some updates that I mentioned that legacy Model S and X owners unfortunately won't get. So I'll go ahead and throw that chart kind of up real quick. The big things that legacy Model S and X owners aren't going to get, which I presume are anything 2020 and earlier, because this does list 2021 plus Model S and X. So I believe it's only refresh that are getting that first column. But things that legacy won't get are things like the light show, the simplified controls, the blind spot cameras, the Sentry Mode live camera access, auto seat heaters, and car wash mode, which is depressing to say the least. Now, at least if you upgrade your MCU, you can get things like the subwoofer tunability to edit waypoints, the TikTok app, Sonic the Hedgehog, Polytopia multiplayer, Sudoku. Some of these things are going to be missing for legacy owners, which is a bummer. But hopefully it's just something that Tesla needs to kind of like spend a little bit more time programming. Now, the light show, I don't see why they couldn't do that, because legacy Model X could do the light show. So I don't see why they can't do that. The blind spot cameras, I would hope they could do that, because they can show the backup camera on the screen. So I don't see why they couldn't show a blinker camera. Perhaps some of these have just been omitted right now because it's just going to take a little bit more time to perfect the code. Fingers crossed that is the actual answer. But that's basically it for this one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Definitely let me know down below what is your favorite part of this update. Whether you have a Model 3, Model S, Model X, Model Y, a new Refresh S, maybe even some of you have a Refresh X, still waiting on mine, hopefully soon. And we can go ahead and talk about it down there. And also huge thanks to our channel sponsor, Abstract Ocean. If you are looking to accessorize your Model S, X, 3, or Y, and the Model S and X refresh, definitely check them out. All linked down below, and using code Tesla Inventory will get you 15% off of your first purchase. Our 2 must-have accessories are definitely going to be some kind of center console wrap. It really helps protect that underlying material, as well as make your car your own with all kinds of cool fun patterns and colors, as well as a matte screen protector. Really helps cut down any glare from the sun, as well as any fingerprints, thanks to its oleophobic surface. And we just tested and confirmed fitment of the final design for the Refresh S and X front and rear screens. We've been working on that very hard, and we now have it perfected. So be sure to check out for those. I'll link those down below. You can sign up to get emails when they come in stock, hopefully sometime in January. But we have finalized everything on those, so they are perfect in coming to you. But otherwise, that's basically it. Definitely thumbs up if you enjoyed that video. Go and click here to subscribe here for some other ones, and we'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.